guns, Legos, bricks and toys.
All right, toy fans. So I built this on camera. So there's a lot of good things about this, but I figured, you know what, we need to actually break it down, look at, talk about the good, the bad. This is an AliExpress building blocks thing that I got, and it is from Cool Bricks, which, I couldn't find the booklet, but it's pretty nice. I dig it. There's some things I really like, and there's a few things I feel like should be fixed on this. I'll go ahead and tell you, even though I don't have the book-wise, as far as like the build itself, pretty self-explanatory. Like, it is a incredible book to follow. Definitely one that I suggest. I think it's a great set. This thing is about 16 studs wide, and it's about half a mill's plate wide, and a little bit longer. It would fit on a base plate sort of mock sort of thing. So pretty cool stuff. Let's actually take a look at the build itself. And I went ahead and put it on there so you could see all of the detail. Now there is a ton of detail on this. And let me go ahead and tell you, every single step in this is grand. There's a lot of detail in here, a lot of use of parts that just make a lot of gorgeous sense. Lots of small, like, greebly details and things that really make it feel like it's more than just a Lego set, to be quite honest. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take my two figures out of here, and we're going to take a look at them first. So our two figures, we have this guy here that's got like an electronic eye there. Now, he does not have... come on. He does not have any printing on the back of the head, so that's something to keep in mind. This face is his only face. However, he does have printing on the back of his shirt, so he's got like kind of a spine. He's got printing on both sleeves, and of course printing on the side and the front of his legs. And he has traditional movement legs, things like that. Now, he does have this weird sort of stud system for the body. It feels loose. It's not the best thing, but it still, works more or less. He's got, articulation in the head, and of course articulation in the hands, and it's standard Lego style hands. One thing to keep in mind is they do have ball jointed arms. And I know for people who do a lot of like Lego animation, something like this system would be amazing to have on our Lego minifigs. Could you imagine having them hang from stuff instead of being like that? Like, it would make us not having to take off the arms and put putty in there to make animation a lot easier, having that sort of system. Now, I think he is amazing. He's a really cool minifig. Gotta set him down there. And then we've got I call her effectively the 7 of 9 minifig. So she's got a little bit of cybernetic stuff on her face. On the back of the head, no printing on the back of the head, so that's something to keep in mind. But we've got this cool hairpiece. Now, this cool hairpiece also came with a figure that I have in my Lumabrick set from my Cyberpunks. So this is kind of a cool hairpiece that goes and drapes over the shoulder, pulls over on the side. Same thing, we've got those two weird pins for the legs, but we have printing on the sides, printing on the front, some metallic printing up there as well, and of course full anti-studs all over it, just like a Lego minifig. We do have a little bit of printing on the back, and then of course more printing on the arms for her because she's got more of a cybernetic suit. And also has that ball jointed shoulder. Those shoulders get quite a bit of range to them. I can't believe Lego's not doing that at this point. And then of course we get the articulation of the hands here. Now, all in all, both of them work really well. They work really well with the set. I'm actually wanting to get another one of the sets because I enjoyed this build so much. Now, we're going to kind of zoom in here and look at the coffee shop. Now, I went ahead and pulled off the roof just so you can kind of see some of the details in there. All of the panels on this, there's no stickers. Everything is printed. So you got the printing here, the neon printing up there, printing here as well, here and then here. And then, of course, on the inside, you have printing for the coffee makers, the menu, and the other menu on this side as well. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light in there. Yeah, see right in there. So there's quite a bit to this as far as its build. Now, it's not very big. It doesn't have to be very big. Of course, printing on the door as well. There's lots of really, really good stuff here. Now, you do have, and I put all my extra parts kind of in here. We'll kind of lift that up just a little bit and look in. So I did put all my extra parts in here. We got quite a few of them. But you have workable containers that actually work, and you can put stuff in it and store things away if you wanted to kind of play and set this up. Like I might set this up near like my shipping port, so I could have this near it for the coffee shop, and they've got crates out there at the shipping port. And then you've got cameras, light box over here. There's all sorts of things, including a trash can. It's just a standard trash can, no trash in it, but it is a workable trash can. Now, one thing to keep in mind is for the door here, because of the wiring right here, this door does not open all the way. And I thought about, well, maybe I should reverse the door and turn it inside, and that's something I could definitely do. But if you wanted to open the door all the way, you will have to remove those items to be able to open it up. It is something I might keep in mind and possibly put this door on the other side, but it did call for the door to open out this way. So that's just something I'm looking at when I do a little bit of rebuild and look at putting it into a mock or a city portion. There's all sorts of really nice details in here. Few things, this does make it stand out one more stud outward this way. So if you wanted to cut down on that, you might even turn this back this way. So there's lots of things you can adapt and fix in order to make it a little bit more feasible for your city. As far as the inside, that's kind of what you got for your interior space. You've got some really cool like coffee makers over here. Nice menu, nice kind of printed floor tile, and they've used this panel here, which I thought was amazing. It's a 1x2x1 panel, and they printed a keyboard and stuff on the inside, and it even has, let's see if we can pop that off and I can show that to you. Yeah, here we go. It even has order information in it. So you've got this tiny, tiny little checkout computer there, along with teapots and cups and milk cartons and all sorts of stuff, including things like the coffee powder, the menu in there. One of my favorite menus over here, which, let's see if I can get the light back on that. It's cold drinks, $12. And then, of course, hot drinks, $20. Oh my goodness, those are not Cyberpunk prices right there, right? Bring it out just a little bit to look at this a little bit more. You've got, of course, the sign here that's utilizing all these like stems and pieces. Greebly work on the outside, really cool. Now we do get this roof, and this roof is, of course, a nice, completely stud-free sort of piece. We get a couple of bar lights on the inside. They do not light up, however, but that might be cool to put a couple of kit lights in there at some point. Put a battery pack so they light up on the inside. This does fit in right here into these, and it does finalize and finish this entire model. It's a very, very cool model. Now, One thing that we do have is we have this kind of light kit over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you, for those, yes, there's a light kit. It has a rotating light. The light moves and, you know, does all this, and it is one of those that's like lit up by brick. It's not very bright, so the light goes to about here and doesn't extend anywhere out from there. It's not even bright enough for me to put it onto the to make it dark in here and turn it on. It's just not very bright. Something like that could easily be fixed down the road with EL wire. And honestly, I would say EL wire and a light kit would be the way to go, because there's no interior lights. This is the only thing that lights up. I do like having this. However, I do feel like there should be a little bit more. And if you're working it into your city, you're probably going to want to change that up. All in all, it's a nice kit. And if you're getting these for, I think mine was about $22. There's another one I'm looking at, it's about $20. They're all Cyberpunk sets, and you can find them on AliExpress. So, to me, I think they're really worth it. I think there's an izakaya I'm looking at right now, and I definitely feel like I should probably get it soon, right? This is an excellent, excellent, excellent build, and I would definitely suggest anyone to get it. I think it's a worthwhile piece. Listen, that's all I got to say about the Brick Cool AliExpress coffee shop, the Cyberpunk coffee shop. Listen, it's an awesome piece, and hopefully me breaking these down, telling you the good and the bad, is helping you become a better budgeted brick builder, which is my goal with this channel, right? Do the builds, do the reviews, let you see what's good, what's not good, what's worthwhile, what you should pass on, that sort of thing. So if you like this sort of content and you have subscribed, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications to be alerted. Anything comes from me to you. Like this video, it helps YouTube know what you're liking, what I'm making, and hopefully this is reaching an audience where this is helping you out for the budgeting issue of being a brick builder, right? Other than that, you can comment down below. I love chatting with you all. If I miss a comment, I'm definitely going to be checking it weekly. I try to hit those up as much as possible, so if I miss something, just hang in there. It might have just slipped through the cracks. I'll be with you shortly, okay? Hey, listen, you can also help out the channel by going down to the show notes. I've got a link tree there, and you get something out of the shop, that sort of thing. Just small purchases. I get a small commission. Those commissions do help and add up over time. It's going to allow me to get some sets and keep this channel up and going, right? So I thank you all so much for showing up today. Definitely go share this out with your friends. Share this out with people that you think would like it and need it. And yeah, I'll be seeing you next time, right? Hey, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the brick. Good luck with the build. Happy brick hunting.